singular desire to touch the sky.
What's up? So I wanted to point couple things out in this movie. This is where movies are where they communicate with each other and also, put all the stuff they know kind of in plain sight. A lot of that is to kind of program us to know that these things exist, but to look at them in a different way. To kind of introduce the idea of things like free energy or giants existing, to introduce it kind of softly so we know it's there, but we don't know at the same time. It's for us to kind of think of it as fantasy because it's in a movie. But one of the things that just right here in this beginning is, you got this city which looks like a motherboard, but this is interesting to me. That is the profile of a Titan laying down, so they put that right in there. It's awesome. You can see the nose and the chin and the forehead. Yeah. And then back here they have all the pyramids. And the pyramids used to be, they cover Earth. They're everywhere. And those used to be what they now use skyscrapers for, which are to harvest atmospheric electricity. The pyramids are what used to be used for that. They were basically the original Tesla coils, but I'm going to play this and they're going to talk about how this skyscraper is unique because it generates its own electricity, and that's how they kind of introduce truth to us in fantasy.
Perhaps finally we've done it.
The brainchild of former tech magnate Zhao Longji.
Visionary entrepreneur Zhao Longji.
Who has spared no expense creating a city in the sky, going so far as to build a 30-story vertical park at the building's center. The poet speaks to what we can achieve when we don't accept limitations. This isn't just another building.
The tallest building on Earth.
This high-tech high-rise.
Right there, they're talking about power generator. And what they're going to tell you is that they're using turbines at the top of this building, wind turbines, to generate its own electricity. And that's a little bit of misdirection because they're actually just harvesting atmospheric electricity and harnessing it and storing it down underneath in transformers. So, they want to eventually start building these buildings and telling us that they are generating their own electricity so they can stop having to hide that they're doing it as much. But they want us to think it's going to be wind turbines, so they'll put wind turbines at the top of all of them so that we think that that's how they're powering them. It's just cheaper for them to basically tell us that these things are harvesting electricity and generating their own electricity than to keep hiding it. That's what 9/11 was all about. It was demolition of a couple buildings that they weren't going to be able to keep secret anymore because they were unoccupied. There were no floors on them, and they were just electrical masts. I'll play this.
Generates all of its energy needs from a massive double helix wind turbine near its top.
Dwarfing the Burj Khalifa and tripling the height of the venerable Empire State Building.
3,000 feet of beer
The Pearl's lower half has delighted the public for 6
Its
months.
residential upper half has yet to open its doors.
So yeah, that's pretty much kind of, just wanted to catch the beginning of this. There's some more symbolism. But yeah, so, they introduced the idea. This is basically them telling us we're going to start building skyscrapers that are going to have their own power, and we're going to tell you we're using wind turbines when it's just easier for them to harvest the electricity and hide that they're doing it if they don't have to, run wires and all that anymore. So that's what movies are for. It's to introduce ideas to us and to get us to look at things the way they want us to. It's brilliant, but that's what they're doing. So cool.